I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. And yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I'ma get a scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, brag, I'm amazed and astonished. The problem is a lot of brains, but no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard with every word. I drop knowledge. I'm a diamond in the rough, a shiny piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. My power of speech, unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is older. These New York City streets get cold. I show that.
Okay, cool. So that was, oh wow, wait. Alrighty, that was 30 seconds of Alexander Hamilton. I wish I could play you more, but I can't because I'm on a schedule. Why did I choose that song? I chose it because it's intense, it's fast-paced, it's rap. 3 words you don't really associate with Broadway musical. According to the demographic of Broadway audiences, for the past 2 years, 43% of people who go to see Broadway musicals are in their mid-30s to their mid-60s, and they make 6 figures. So tell me how Hamilton goes from appealing to that audience to appealing to this one, us, or younger than us. How does Hamilton go from achieving multi-generational appeal to, how does it go from breaking records for Tony nomination awards? How does it go from a laughingstock to a masterpiece? I believe that the answers lie in the key fundamentals of what makes the play what it is: the diverse cast, the historical accuracy, and implementing hip-hop into a Broadway musical. So I think it's showtime, guys. In a PBS interview, Lin-Manuel Miranda, right here, is the creator of Hamilton. He was asked about the diverse cast and said this: "Let's not pretend this is a textbook. Let's make the founding fathers look like what our country looks like today. We are of every shade and every color." What I believe is so great about this mindset, it's organic, it comes out of the music. Lin wasn't trying to push an agenda when he hired all these ethnicities. No, the Asians, the Latinos, the African Americans, they were casted because in this situation, they were the ones best suited to sing hip hop and R&B. And that's so good because in March of 2016, the Hamilton cast was invited to the White House to sing and perform for kids and White House staff. In a question and answer session, this child right here said, "To convey history in the manner of which you did, was that your initial goal? To inspire kids like me?" For lack of a better word, old people went to see Hamilton because, I mean, it's fresh, it's new. I've seen Broadway musicals for like 30 years of my life, why not? But the kids were drawn to it because it's exciting, it's inspiring. Not only do they relate to it throughout the music, but because of their skin color, they see someone like them up on stage, it draws them in and it makes them eager, they want to learn. Which actually brings me to my next point. A place where kids do not want to learn. History class. Now, I know there are kids who like history, so I'm not judging you, but most of my friends look like this. But what if history class taught us by tapping into the music that we're passionate about? I think it would be so cool to walk into class and see my little English professor start spinning hot bars about the Civil War 1812. I think that would be awesome. I would look like that. They would look like that. The fact that Lin-Manuel Miranda was able to take these events and documents from over 300 years ago and then put them into a manner that people can understand, love, listen to, jam to is unprecedented, and that's amazing. The teachers can relax because now they finally have a way of reaching their students. The students can relax because history now has a way of reaching them. And that's all throughout the music. But we kind of haven't addressed that, we kind of just danced around it, so how about we do that? Ron Chernow is the original author of the biography that Lin-Manuel Miranda read, which gave him the idea for the play. When he was asked about the music, he said this: "Hip-hop gets the most attention in the musical because it's the most novel. Show tunes, jazz, soul, R&B, they're all included in the play." And he's right. There is music in the play for everybody. But I believe that the true driving factor is hip-hop. See, because now hip-hop is what makes it fresh and exciting. Hip-hop is what draws these kids in and makes them want to learn. Hip-hop is what brings these characters to life in the modern era. In 2009, Lin-Manuel Miranda was invited to the White House for a poetry slam. This is when he first presented Hamilton to the world. When he got on stage, his first words were this: "I am thrilled the White House invited me here tonight because I'm actually working on a hip-hop album about the life I feel of someone who embodies hip-hop. Treasury Secretary Alexander Hamilton." And of course, everybody laughed because, I mean, Alexander who? I'm sorry, what? Okay. Treasury Secretary, okay. Listen, you're telling me this guy from the founding father era embodied hip-hop? is that how do you do that? That's kind of not possible. 6 years later, Hamilton shattered everyone's expectations, blew the world away, unprecedented success. Nobody saw it coming. How did Hamilton achieve multi-generational appeal? Through its diverse cast. How did Hamilton start to break records for Tony nominations? Historical accuracy. How did Hamilton go from making people laugh to making them stand up and applaud? Implementing hip-hop in a Broadway musical. See, Alexander Hamilton left behind a legacy. His financial system was a work of genius. He brought a country from bankruptcy to prosperity. He really doesn't get enough credit for all the credit that he gave us. He left a legacy that still affects us today. And I believe Lin-Manuel Miranda will do the same. Because of the passion put into Hamilton, an American musical, I believe that for generations to come, the story of this musical will be retold. All of this is how Hamilton became such an unprecedented social phenomenon. Thanks. All right. Do you guys have any questions? Oh, hey.
Did you ever see Hamilton, and if you did, how did it change like your perspective on the plays as a whole?
Okay, so I didn't see Hamilton. I would like to, but tickets are really expensive. I see bootleg. I didn't want to see bootleg things. I see them like around, so it's like that's cool. But there are times where I look at them and I hear them singing and just the passion. I've cried over Hamilton so many times. There's this one clip of Karen Olivia playing Angelica Schuyler, and she just hits this beautiful note. I mean, I'm just crying because it is amazing. I feel like if I went to see Hamilton, it would, I think it honestly would change me. Hamilton's already changed me. I haven't even seen it. Anybody else?